Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to have an example of default dictionary with lists. Here, we are creating an empty list with no argument, and this default dictionary list means missing keys will get an empty list automatically and are assigned to grouped words. Then we are having a list of tuples here called words, and we are having for fruit category, it contains apple, fruit category, it contains banana, vegetable category, it contains carrot, and fruit category again, we are having orange inside of it. So we would like to group the containers of the same category next to each other. So we would like to have fruits, then we have the apple, banana, and orange. Then we would like to have vegetables, then carrot. So we would like the fruits to be next to each other, and we don't want to have fruits three times. And then we would like to have carrot for vegetables. In order to do that, we need to first iterate through the words. Okay, and words is a list of tuple. Here we are having a for loop with two iterating variables, category and item. For each category and item that are in words, we are going to append the item to the corresponding category in grouped words. Okay, and grouped words was an empty list. We created an empty list with no argument here and assigned it here. And because we use the default dictionary, it means that when we are having some keys that are missing, they are going to get empty list automatically. Okay, so this is why we can assign it to grouped words here. So here I am iterating through the word list of my tuples for two iterating items. In each iteration, we are adding this item to its corresponding category in grouped words. And when all this has finished, we are going to have the print in the output. So when I run this code, we see the default dictionary class, this time list. Then we are having the fruit, apple, banana, and orange. And then vegetable, and then here we are having, for example, carrot, as you see it here in the output. Basically, in this part, we are saying that for the first iteration, grouped words, we are saying for example, for fruit, append, the first one is, for example, apple, okay? And let me have it in the code as well. Okay, so here before that we were never having the category of fruit, but we are having it here because we were having a list, an empty list with no arguments. So now we are having the category fruit to be inserted and created for the first time in these grouped words. Then we are appending apple as one of the items of this category. Then in the second iteration, we are having grouped words. Then here we are having again fruit, and then dot append. Here we are appending banana, okay? Then we are having in the third iteration, the previous one was the second iteration. Now in the third iteration, we are having the category vegetable. So we were not having this category so far. Now we are going to create it. And then we are going to append carrot to this category. And finally, we are going to have grouped words. Then here we are having fruit dot append, in parentheses we are having orange. So we are appending orange to the fruit category. Okay, so what happens in the for loop is that we are going through the categories here and then the items here, and in each iteration we are appending that item to its corresponding fruit in grouped words that we created here. Okay, so apple is appended to the category of fruit, banana is appended to the category of fruit, carrot is appended to the category of vegetable, and orange is appended to the category of fruit. So now we filled the grouped words list. Then here we are simply printing the grouped word. So when I run this code, we see that for the first category, which is fruit, we are having apple, banana, and orange. And then we are having for the second category, vegetable, and we see that item that contains in vegetable is carrot. So this is how we can have our list here. So if I want to have another one, for example, we can have grouped sport here. Let me go up a bit. Yeah, grouped sport here we could have, and then we can have default dictionary, and we are initializing it with list again. And we can have, for example, this example here, as you see, we could have, for example, cricket for India, cricket for Australia, cricket for England, and cricket, for example, for South Africa. And finally, we're going to close this list. So it's a list of tuple, and the category for all of them is cricket, and the item is different countries. So you see we are having, for example, India, Australia, England, and South Africa in the category of cricket. Then we could have other categories as well. So we could have, for example, soccer, we could have basketball, we could have different categories. So let me add one more category here. We could have, for example, soccer, and we could have, for example, France as its item, for example. So this is the category. Category is soccer. Okay. Now, if I want to have the iteration over this list, we again can have a for loop here. We can have a for loop for each category, an item in sport. We are going to append that item to its corresponding category for the grouped sport, and then we are going to print the group sport. So here we see that for cricket, we are having India, Australia, England, and South Africa. And for soccer, we are having France. So actually, this is how we can create our default list, a default dictionary with lists. Here we did that. Then we created a list of tuples called sports. Here we are having two categories, cricket and soccer. In the cricket category, it contains India, Australia, England, South Africa. And for soccer, we are having France only. Then, in order to transfer this list of tuples to our grouped sport, we need to iterate through this first. So we have two iterating variables because we're having category and items. So for each category and item in sports, here, this is the list of tuples, we are going to append that item in the corresponding category for the grouped sport. Okay, so for example, in the first iteration, we are going to have grouped sport, and the category is, for example, cricket dot append, and the item is, for example, India. Okay, then we are going to have grouped sport. We are going to have again cricket dot append. We're going to append Australia this time. Australia. Then we are going to have grouped sport. Then here we again have cricket dot append England. In the next iteration, we are having group sport. We are appending the South. Sorry, I need to add one code here. Append South Africa, then grouped sport. Finally, we are going to have soccer here. So we are having two categories, cricket and soccer. And finally, we are going to append France. So in this iteration, we see it here. We are appending different items to its corresponding category in the grouped sport India, in the cricket category for grouped sport Australia item is appended to the cricket category. For the group sport England, the same thing, South Africa, the same thing, and finally France is appended to the soccer category in the grouped sport. Then when we print grouped sport, we see in the output in the cricket category, we have India, Australia, England, and South Africa. And for soccer, we are having France. Thank you for watching.